Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. It's a cloudy, cool day, but we're gonna get on up in the temperatures, and then we have a chance of some rain, some thunderstorms, possibility of some severe weather, but we're gonna believe that that's gonna go right on by us. We'll take the rain. Always take the rain, my friends. Today is herb processing day, and I'm gonna show you how we process our herbs. And one of the main reasons, or the main reason why we process our herbs is, number one, we grow them ourselves, so we know what we're getting. Right now, we're kind of going into the hot temperatures, and so it's real important to go ahead and start harvesting some cilantro and dill before they start bolting out, because some of them are getting ready to, and others are fine. But we're going to go ahead and process what we have, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And we know now that we're going to have 100% organic herbs in our pantry. Here is some beautiful cilantro and dill, and this dill smells wonderful. Now guys, I have these plants all throughout my tomatoes and peppers in here as good companion plants. So we're going to start in here. Now I do have some in the large high tunnel that is still doing okay and hadn't started to act like they were going to bolt yet, but I am going to go ahead and take advantage of some of these beautiful herbs I have in this high tunnel. I can't emphasize, I wish I had smell-o-vision, guys, on how good this cilantro smells. It is so fresh, guys, and it is paramount for our Tex-Mex dishes, but not only that, for my upcoming salsa when our tomatoes start coming in to make our good old fresh salsa. Now I'm just cutting the tops off and some of the bottoms, guys, because I want it to continue to grow until the heat will just kind of come in and take over. And then I'm just clipping off these leaves off this main stalk and filling up my bucket. Next, I'm going to delve into my dill, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing. I want it to keep growing as long as it will, but I want to go ahead and start harvesting because it's starting to act like it's going to bolt. This smells absolutely delicious. I can't tell you the fragrance that are coming from these herbs. I also have an abundance of rosemary, guys, that I'm going to put through the freeze dryer. And then I also have some of my basil. I got some culinary basil and some opal basil. So we're just going to add to our bucket here for our herbs and our herb preservation, so that we will have fresh herbs all year long. So I had a subscriber ask me if we've done an update on this A-Hope garden. So I thought now would be a good time to do that. Guys, I am so pleased with this. I have cut off this basil plant numerous times, and it is just growing by leaps and bounds. And I've even been able to take advantage of a couple of pots next to it to get some of that same light from this grow light that's on this A-Hope garden. So I'm going to put the link below, and if you're interested in this, and if you want like a little herb garden in your kitchen, this is perfect. And we'll keep doing this. I'm going to keep harvesting from this basil. It's not going to bolt in here in the house as quick as it will outside, so I will continue to have fresh basil right here at my fingertips in my kitchen. So let's go over what I'm going to be processing. Here is my cilantro. I can't tell you how delicious my kitchen is smelling right now. And then I have 2 full trays of our dill. This is going to come in handy, guys, when we start making our pickles. Or dill is very good with your fish recipes. You know, lots of times it calls for dill. And then over here I have a little bit of sage. I have some rosemary, some large leaf basil. I have some Thai basil. Now I had clipped this off of my A-Hope garden and put it in the freezer, so I have that. And then I have some opal basil. So we are going to have a conglomerate and a beautiful smelling cabinet of spices and herbs. Okay, it's all loaded up. We've got it on freezing. It's about 8 o'clock on Thursday morning. We'll see how long it takes for these to process, and I can't emphasize the smell in our kitchen, guys. It kind of smells like a Mexican Thanksgiving with the cilantro and the rosemary and the sage. So anyway, check back with you when this is done, and we'll see how long it takes. It's been about 24 hours, guys, and my parsley is almost ready. There's some cool spots up here, so I'm gonna put it in a little bit longer. But this down here, I think is, ooh, and it smells so good. You can see the consistency here. This is the rosemary, and this is the sage. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I can go ahead and put these in some jars. And I think my rosemary, yeah, perfect, perfect. This sage has an incredibly intense aroma, and it's just absolutely beautiful. I'll have more of this year, and I'll process it the very same way. This rosemary is incredibly intense as well. Ooh-wee. So I put an oxygen absorber in there, and now I'm running it through my vacuum sealer to suck this up so it'll keep it fresh and dry. Of course, I'll relabel that. There you go, guys. Now let's get on to the rosemary. I'm using a quart jar for the rosemary. Now, your rosemary is good for your pork and poultry dishes. Oh, man. You wouldn't believe the smell coming off of this. So excited that we have these herbs. Now, Harvest Right is having a big blowout sale this month. They say it's the biggest sale of the year so far. So I'm going to put their link below if you're interested in this. And you can go ahead and click that and see if it's something you want to do. Now let's get on with the rest of my herbs. So these are my basils. This is the culinary large leaf basil. This is my Thai basil, and this is the purple opal basil. You see? They are ready to go in the jar. Beautiful. These aromas in these this morning, guys, make me want to get to start cooking already. It just smells wonderful in my kitchen. It's a very intense aroma. This is the purple opal basil. I can fit it in a small jar. And this is the Thai basil. So I'm going to get these sealed up. Last but not least is my dill. Guys, you can't get fresh herbs like this at the store. I mean, these are literally fresh from the garden. And now this is making me want to have some cucumbers so I can start pickling. Woo-wee. So we're going to put this in a large jar because we want to try to keep this intact as much as possible, dill weed, for our canning this year and our pickling. Now after the dill is dried, you can see the weed just comes right off the stalk, so we don't have to include them in our jar. We just have our dill weed. The cilantro went back in for a couple of hours. We'll get that processed just the same way. But guys, look how many herbs I got just from my first picking. And these are fresh herbs. These organically grown herbs. They are sealed up. And once we open one of these jars, they'll last probably a year and a half. But we'll consume them pretty quick. I still have a lot more dill, basil, and rosemary to process. So I think it's fair to say I'm going to have plenty of herbs on hand for the years to come. So again, Harvest Right is having their big sale right now. Go ahead and check it out, see if it's something you're interested in. But I wanted to show you how we're processing these herbs. And when you use these, if it's calling for fresh herbs, you use about 1/3 of these freeze-dried herbs because they are very intense in flavor. And so yeah, so excited to have these on hand, so excited to put these back in my pantry. I'm going to include this on my 365 challenge. And we're gonna let this cilantro run another couple of hours. Gosh, guys, whew. So this cilantro is really gonna come in handy for my salsas. I'm very excited about this, and I have a lot more of that out there too. So I'm gonna maybe think about making up my own dried salsa pack, so I can combine them all in a pack and just throw them in to make my salsa, so I don't have to measure them out each and every time. So there's lots of great ideas. Thank you guys for watching. Wanted to show you how we preserve our herbs. Take care. God bless. Keep an eye on the weather here in Texas. We got a little bit of rain last night, but nothing severe. We'll take the rain, guys. Love you all. See you soon.